Milestone Advisory Partners. Personalized financial planning customized to your lifestyle. Milestone Advisory Partners, bringing success to your life's journey. Visit our website, milestoneadvisorypartners.com. Milestone Advisory Partners.
All right, gang, welcome back to another episode of Grilling with Chef Clay. Today, kind of a special show in my heart. We're gonna be cooking ribeye steaks for you. Can't wait to get these things on the grill, get this place smoked up, smelling fantastic. So we're gonna grill up some beautiful ribeyes. I'm gonna throw a little curve on you. Bing! We're gonna do a ribeye in a sous vide. Maybe you've never heard of that. It's fun and educational. You'll learn some stuff. If you want to try one of these out, go pick one up, check it out, love it. So also with this, we're gonna do a little spin on a baked potato or French fries. I'm gonna do some grilled potatoes right on the grill. Add a little herb butter, a little garlic in there. They're beautiful. Try this out. You've already got the grill pulled out. Check it out sometime. Then on top of that, we're gonna do a blue cheese wedge salad. One of my favorites. I serve this just about any time I serve steak at my house. Used to do these in restaurants. It's fantastic. Nice wedge of iceberg, a little bit of blue cheese, some good stuff all over the top. So hang with us. We're gonna do some great things in the kitchen today. We're grilling with Chef Clay. Okay, so what we've got happening today, we're gonna do some cool stuff. I'm a beef guy, love my beef. We're gonna be cooking some steaks for you today. I've got some gorgeous, nice ribeyes, beautiful marbling in here. So I'm gonna throw things a big curveball at you. All right, I said I got two steaks. I got one right here that we're just gonna cook on the grill. I've got another one over here that we've got cooking in the sous vide. Maybe you've never heard of this awesome thing. This is something that you can buy, use at home, check it out. I'm gonna show you how to use it. I use these in restaurants a lot. It's a great way to cook things. This steak has been in this sous vide bath for about an hour. We'll get back into that, but what we're gonna also get into, I'm gonna show you a simple blue cheese wedge salad. Easy, beautiful, nice flavors, goes great with steak. We've got some bacon, we've got some blue cheese, all those great flavors. So we'll go ahead and just get started into what we're doing today. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little prep for our salad. I've got our grill back here, heating away. It's ready to do our thing. I've got one side screaming hot, another side a little cooler, and I'll explain that to you in just a bit. So I'm just gonna do some iceberg lettuce, easy. You can find this anywhere, probably 89 cents for a whole head. And I'm just gonna cut the bottom off of here. Now, I see chefs do this all the time too. They take the whole head of lettuce, slam it on the table to get that core out. I prefer not to do that. That's gonna bruise my lettuce up real bad. So I'm literally just gonna come in here with a knife, just at a nice angle, and I'm gonna remove that core. Very friendly. I don't wanna be mean to my food. So we're gonna come in and just pop that core out. That's all it takes. Slamming that lettuce down, never been a fan. I'm just gonna move some of these outside leaves here. So I'm just gonna remove them, and they got some rust spots and whatnot on them. I don't want that in my food. So like I said, this is a blue cheese wedge salad. Beautiful thing. Cut half, cut in a quarter, bang, got a wedge. That's just that easy. I'm gonna set that one aside. Don't need that one. Cool. So this is the base of our salad. So we'll come back here, grab a nice little bowl, and we'll take this, set this right here. And you know what? Let's go ahead and make two of them. All right, might as well. Got two halves there. Got two steaks. Sounds good to me. So we're gonna set that aside. We'll revisit that when we're ready to plate everything together. So to get ready for that salad, I'm gonna pop all kinds of veggies on top of this thing. We're gonna do some blue cheese, we're gonna do some other stuff, but I'm gonna get, I got my grill pan back here screaming away. But we're gonna pop all kinds of veggies on top of this thing with a little nice blue cheese dressing. So I'm gonna cut up some red onions. Since I got 2 salads, we'll go ahead and get a nice little number. Line up all my little rings here so I can cut these. I'm gonna cut these down kind of fine. I don't want big bites of onion in this salad. I want the salad to kind of have all kinds of good flavors with that blue cheese. And these red onions go great with this blue cheese dressing that I make. Nice small dice, 1/4 inch size, somewhere in there. And that should be plenty for 2 salads. So we'll set that over there. Scoop these back in that bowl, bang. And as you can see, I've got some just great, I think this is a mild cheddar cheese. You can use whatever cheddar cheese you want. I think the mild works better. We've already got the bold flavors of the blue cheese happening, so we want to keep that a little mild. Okay, so we're gonna finish up. I've started some salad dressing. This is my blue cheese dressing that I use. I'd say equal parts, 1.5 cups of sour cream, 1.5 cups of mayonnaise. I've got some mustard powder in here. I've got some Worcestershire sauce. I've got some hot sauce. I've got salt and pepper in here. You can add whatever you want, whatever flavor profiles you like. Check it out. I'm gonna use whatever I have on hand. If I wanted to, I could add some herbs in here, some dried herbs, you know, parsley, some thyme, whatever you want to do. Check it out. This is just a good base recipe, nothing special. So I'm just going to whisk this, get it good and combined. And with everything, I like to taste, see where I'm at. Flavors are there. That's what I'm looking for. So I'm going to take the whisk out, transfer over to a spoon. Now I've got about 4.5 ounces of some good blue cheese. I couldn't put my finger on a favorite blue cheese. Probably for this kind of dressing, I think a buttermilk blue cheese works really well. It just really works with the mayonnaise, the sour cream, all the different spices that I've got going on in here. Now this tends to be on the thicker side. If you want to thin this out and make it a little easier to put on a plate or dress up a salad with, by all means add some more sour cream and maybe some regular cream. If you don't have any cream on hand, use a little milk to kind of thin it out. Whatever works for you, works for me. So just see what happens. I think this right here is a pretty decent consistency. That's kind of how I want my blue cheese. I like chunky, thick blue cheese. I'm just a stick to your ribs kind of guy. And I think that right there really works. So we'll just make this happen. And we'll call this our blue cheese for the today. All right, we'll just set that aside. Now, I cooked off some bacon earlier. Me personally, blue cheese, wedge salad is not gonna work unless I got some good bacon on it. And this is just some good quality smoked hickory bacon. And I'm just gonna get rid of any of this fat on the ends. Don't need that. Fat's flavor and all, but I don't want a big chunk of fat in my mouth when I'm eating a salad. So I'm just gonna trim these up a little bit. Just get rid of that white fat that didn't quite get cooked out. And don't throw that away. If you want to, hold on to it. You know, cook this down, get some nice bacon fat. Great to saute vegetables in, great to saute potatoes, things like that in. So we'll just wash our hands real quick. Okay, so we'll just run a knife through this, chop it up. And I just want a coarse chop. I'm not trying to get fine and fancy with this. This is just gonna go on top of our salad. And if you cook your bacon crispy enough, you can just kind of crumble it. Don't have to run a knife through it. And that's kind of what I want to see. Nice kind of bite-sized pieces. I don't want, you know, a half a stick of bacon on somebody's salad. So we'll just run that knife through, get that nice and pretty, and we'll just set this aside on our cutting board. We'll revisit that when we put the salads together. I've taken a whole russet potato, just baking potato you see all the time, the ones that, you know, you just throw in the oven, bake them down. We're just gonna do something a little different. We're gonna do some grilled French fries with these today. Easy, no sweat. All you got to do is take a pot of boiling water like we had back here. We just boil our potatoes, just kind of blanch them. We don't want to cook them. We just want to blanch them a little bit to where they are fork or knife tender. I just want to be able to put a knife or a fork into these. That's all I want to do. Nothing hard, nothing special. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these, we're gonna drizzle them with just a hint of olive oil. Not a whole lot, because we're gonna dress these guys back up with some herbed butter when we're done. So we're just gonna toss these in a little bit of olive oil, dress them up, and all I want to do here is get some salt and pepper to stick to them. And if they break in half, that's fine, because we have cooked these kind of to where they're kind of tender, nothing too crazy. Just move them around. And then we're gonna come over here, we're gonna pop these on our hot, screaming hot grill, and we're gonna cook these. Before I do that, I wanna add just a little bit of canola oil to my grill. Make sure everything sticks and doesn't stick, slides around, moves easy for us. And we're just gonna come over and pop these on the grill. And again, if they break apart, no sweat. These are just big fries. That's all we're doing. Got one that broke, no big deal. And all I'm trying to do here is I'm just trying to get some good grill marks on these potatoes. One of the great things about grilling is it's just adding flavors. Okay, you're getting high heat that you normally don't get in a kitchen. We've got these potatoes on the grill. We're just gonna leave them just chilling, doing their thing. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come back, hit the other side with just a little bit of salt. Make sure we've got enough salt across these puppies. No big deal. All right, we don't need this water anymore, so we're just gonna slide that on out of the way. I'm just gonna check, see where we're at. Are we getting any grill marks? Heck yeah, man. Now we're working with potatoes. You see, we're getting some good grill char marks on these potatoes. That's all I'm looking for. Just some, you know, some good flavor. That's all that's happening here. Potatoes are pretty much cooked where I blanched them off earlier. You know, like I said, now we're getting some good char marks on there, and that's what I want to see. Grilled potatoes instead of just plain old baked or deep fried. Why not grill them up? You already got the grill going for the steaks. Throw some potatoes on there. I don't know, throw you a veggie on there if you want. Throw some broccolini, maybe some Brussels sprouts. Take you some Brussels sprouts or broccolini, parboil them the same way we did the potatoes. Take them out, drain them off, pop them on the grill, get some good grill marks, some more flavor. That's all we're trying to accomplish here. Just flavor. We'll get a plate ready because we're gonna pull these potatoes off here in just a second. Okay, so right now this is gonna be very simple. It's gonna pull together pretty quick once we get these steaks rolling. The only issue we're gonna have here, and the reason I'm doing sous vide is to show you this. I've got a really big thick ribeye steak here. I've got the exact same thing happening in my sous vide. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grill two steaks. I'm gonna go ahead and get this guy on. So we're gonna put it on over a much lower heat because it's thick. It's gonna take time to cook through. We're gonna cook this to a medium rare. I'm a medium rare guy, okay? So if you come to me and say, give me a well done steak, sure, I can do that for you. I'm not gonna be happy about it, but I'll give it to you because that's what you want. So you cook your steak the way you cook yours. I always cook my medium rare, I suggest. Okay, so what we're doing here, we're just adding a little bit of herb butter to this plate because I'm getting ready to pull those potatoes off. They're done, they're cooked through. So all we're just gonna put a little herb butter on this plate, pop these suckers off, grab my tongs, and we're just gonna set them down on this plate and let them roll around in that butter. Make them happy. I'm getting happy. Can't wait to try these. So anytime you got the grill fired up, think about what else can I put on that grill instead of you wasting all that charcoal or wasting all this propane, whatever it is. Think about how else can I use my grill? I've already got it rolling, already got the heat there. How else can I use it? Don't just go out and throw a couple hamburgers on, waste all that energy. Throw some other stuff on there. Throw your potatoes on there. And again, these are just grilled russet potatoes. We parboiled them a little bit. Now I'm just adding some herb butter to them. Tell you what, just to make them look a little prettier, since I got some fresh parsley right here in front of me, let's just take some fresh parsley, run a knife through that. I mean, that butter's already got some herbs in it. Might as well throw a little herbs on top. Make them look nice and pretty, groovy. So we'll just put a little fresh parsley over the top of those potatoes. Why not? You know, I love it. Just to make sure we've got some pop, I'm gonna add a little salt over the top. Potatoes and salt, beautiful, make it happen. Okay, then I'll add a little fresh black pepper on there as well. Okay, now we've got our potatoes ready to rock. We're just gonna set those to the side. What we'll do, come in here and just wipe this down, clean everything up. Okay, so let's talk steak for a second. You can see I've got one side of my grill pan screaming hot. The back side I've got chilling. It's a little lower and slower. So we're gonna use that one for this dude. This dude is not gonna cook as fast. And I'll explain what's going on here. Okay, add a little olive oil on here to help my salt stick. And when you're throwing things on the grill, go kind of heavy with your salt and pepper. Half of this is gonna come off on the grill as you're moving this grill around, moving the meat around. Half of it's gonna pop off. Kind of pat that down. We're gonna flip you over, give you some love on the other side. Need a little bit more olive oil. There we go. And the olive oil is just there to help it kind of sear, help our salt, pepper stick really well. And again, don't worry about the color of my salt. It's all salt in there. It's good stuff, I promise you. It's just different colors of salt, different types of salt from around the world. I just like to have a different type of salt mix instead of just plain old kosher salt. So good coarse ground black pepper on there. Then we're gonna just take this steak, we're gonna move it over here to the grill. I've got one grill going really slow, one grill screaming hot. So we're gonna pop this dude onto this back burner and lay it down. This is a grilling show. I love to grill. You'll see this in just about every one of my shows. I lay that steak at a 45-degree angle across those grill grates. Me personally, I just think that a quadrillage or a cross hatch looks perfect on big grilled cuts of meat. So I'm gonna lay that thing down, let it do its thing. And all I'm gonna do from here is let it cook for just 2-3 minutes. Then I'm gonna turn it 90 degrees back, 2-3 minutes, flip it over, 45 against the grill grates, turn it 90 degrees again. And then after hopefully 8-9 minutes, that steak will be nice, medium rare. So while that's happening, let's talk about the sous vide for a second. Sous vide, awesome way to cook big cuts of meat. All right, so I've got my sous vide here running. This is an immersion circulator. What I've got going on is I have set this at 125 degrees, which is a perfect medium rare steak. So I've got it running at 125. What it's doing is it's pulling water in, heating the water up and just circulating it. I've got a steak in here, 125 degrees ain't that hot. So I've got a steak in that circulator and it's been cooking in there for a good hour or more. And what it has done is it has cooked my steak. That we're not boiling, okay? The steak never made contact with the water. So what we've done is cooked it through heat of the water. And that thing will stay at a constant temperature. It might fluctuate half a degree or so, but it's gonna hold that temperature. I could leave that steak in there all night long and it's gonna stay at a perfect 125 degree medium rare. So we've got our steak cooked here. And with this one, I just wanted to spruce it up just a little bit. So I've added some herbs, some butter in there. Let's make a little room. Let's get a new cutting board over here. And we're just gonna pull this guy out. Look at that slide, it was right on in. We're gonna pull this guy out. And like I said, it is perfect, okay? Kind of reminds you of prime rib maybe, you know? So we'll just get rid of that. We are cooked perfect, medium rare, all the way through, from top to bottom. There's no gray, no nothing happening. If I were to cut this right in half, perfect medium rare all the way through, just like you would do on a grill, but it's already cooked. So now all I've got to do is just grill mark this steak. When I cook this steak, watch how fast this one goes as compared to this one. Okay, this one's been cooking for a couple minutes. We're gonna pick this thing up, and all we're gonna do is we're gonna move it 90 degrees back the opposite direction, press it down a little bit, make sure we're getting some good contact with those grill marks, okay? And again, we're just trying to get a good quadrillage, just cross hatch marks of that steak. That's all we're doing. This one's just chilling. So while this guy's just hanging out, let's just move him over here next to the grill. And that one's just gonna keep rocking and rolling, moving along, no big deal. So what we can do is we can come back. We've got the potatoes done, they're done. Let's just hang those over there for a minute. We're gonna come over here, we're gonna dress one of these blue cheese wedges here in just a few minutes. We're pulling this all together pretty quickly. The steak back here cooking away, this steak right here, ready to go on the grill as soon as we get some action going. We'll see what happens. All right, so what we've done here, we've just gone ahead, flipped that one steak over. We got it chilling. We're working on the second side now. Take a peek at it, see where we're at. Okay, we're golden. So we're gonna pick that up. Again, show you those nice crosshatch marks. We're gonna turn it 90 degrees back the other way to do the same thing on the other side. That's all we're doing. Okay, so that thing's been cooking for quite a little while now, right? So we're gonna take this one that we pulled out of the sous vide. We're gonna go ahead and cook this dude off. And by the time we get it cooked off, this one that we've had on for 10 minutes now, we're gonna match. They're gonna be the same. But this dude is already cooked all the way through. So while we're waiting on that other one to cook real quick, I'm gonna go ahead and cut up a tomato, get this sucker ready for our salad, because we're gonna do some tomatoes on that salad. We'll just nip off that end, pop that over there. Should be enough right here for both salads. Now I'm just gonna do a small dice on these. Just again, add some color, add a little flavor. Tomatoes on a salad, why not? Nice sharp knife, okay? You see how that knife cuts right through that tomato? It's because my knife is sharp. You don't need ginsu and all that crazy junk, just a nice sharp knife. Sharp knife, take you home every time. Okay, tell you what, we'll get that out, pop that over there. We'll take these tomatoes, slide those into that bowl. All right, so we're getting ready to pull this whole thing together. All we got to do now, just got to finish off this one steak that we sous vide. The other one's done, probably good to go, but we're gonna pop this one that we did sous vide down. And all this is gonna do is gonna tighten this steak up. It's gonna give it some nice sear on it. It's already cooked, I promise you. We're just gonna get some grill marks on it. This guy's done. We can set him right here, let him start resting. That stayed on 10 minutes or so, maybe longer. This one's gonna finish up. And I'm not worried about any juice that's on that cutting board. That steak is done. So whatever juice is on there, that's fine. So we're gonna pull it off, grill mark it real quick, maybe 1 minute like this. Take a peek, see where our grill marks are. Oh yeah, we got some grill marks on there. Go ahead and pull that off, turn it back 90 degrees. Grill mark that side. Again, we're just trying to get that nice quadrillage. So we'll go ahead and adjust some things here, get some stuff ready to plate these down. I got steaks on the grill. Who would not be happy? Okay, we could probably go on a minute. Let's take a look, see what kind of quadrillage we have there. Bang, bang, got some beautiful quadrillage happening. Little rosemary hung around, that's fine, flavor. So again, I'm gonna go ahead and cook this guy. And like I said, this thing's gonna be perfect medium rare from top to bottom, where the other steak that I cooked on the grill is gonna have some gray here, some gray here, and then it'll be medium rare in the middle. So, and that's fine. I'm just showing you an alternative that we use in the kitchen to make perfect food for you. So if you wanna go out and buy one of these, they're not expensive. They're sitting at an $800 piece of equipment, 100 bucks, that's all you need. And then a big thing of water to get your water flowing all around that steak. So we probably got good steak done. Grill mark that guy real quick. And what I'll do is when I pull both these off, I'm gonna set them right here on the cutting board, cut them in half, show you the difference, and then we'll go ahead and plate one up so you can start thinking about eating that beautiful steak with that salad that we're doing. So I'll go ahead and transfer this guy over here. I'm gonna go ahead, turn this guy. We're good. So we'll set that right there. Now, I would never do this in a restaurant, but for this purpose, for the show, we're gonna go ahead, cut these steaks in half, show you what's going on. And when I cut into this, okay, notice, perfect medium rare from top to bottom. All right, that's all a sous vide does, cooks that for you. That's a beautiful steak cooked all the way through. We're gonna do the same thing with the one that we cooked on the grill, okay? And it's still perfect medium rare, but we've got some gray up top, gray on the bottom. It's still, this one could have gone a little bit longer. I'd like to have seen that just cooked a little more. That's perfect for me, I'll take it. But that just goes to show you what you can do with a sous vide if you want to invest in one of those. It's perfect for chicken. So I'll tell you what, we got these steaks ready. Let's go ahead and plate one up, see what happens. So we're gonna do our beautiful blue cheese wedge. We'll set that right over here in the corner. Come over here with some of our blue cheese that we made up. It's a beautiful thing, I promise you. Try this recipe. Let me know what you think. Plate that sucker. Get a good amount of blue cheese on that wedge. I don't care if a little bit gets on the plate. That's fine with me. Set that there. I'm gonna come back with some of this bacon that we crisped up. Place this all across the plate. Okay, so we just sprinkle that bacon on. I like lots of bacon. Make it happen, you know? We'll come back with a little bit of that cheddar cheese. Put it over here. And again, I don't care if it falls on the plate, that's fine. This is one of those meals, I don't care if it's all perfect and pretty on the plate and, you know, got microgreens everywhere. So we're gonna put the red onions right on top. Let some of that hit the plate. Beautiful, love it. Tomatoes, do the same thing. Try to pile some tomatoes right here on top. Give that sucker a little height, make it look pretty. Let's get our steak on the plate. And we're gonna plate up the one that we did sous vide. Why not? So we'll plate that sucker up. And if I was doing this at a restaurant, I'd hide that cut that I put in there, which I would never cut a steak that I served at a restaurant. But I just wanted to show it to you. And then we'll take some of these beautiful garlicky herb butter grilled potatoes. Place those around. Show off those grill marks. Get those little height on there. Make that nice and pretty. Love it. So that's just it. All right. We've got a beautiful grilled ribeye steak, a beautiful blue cheese wedge salad for you. We've got some grilled potatoes instead of just French fries or whatever, baked potatoes. Grill them up. Folks, ribeye, blue cheese wedge, grilled potatoes, Chef Clay's way. Okay, so we had some fun in the kitchen today. Great stuff, man. Just in my heart talking about ribeyes. I love ribeyes. We did some beautiful ribeyes on the grill back here behind us. We did one just traditional, grilled it off on the grill by itself. I broke out that sous vide machine, showed you a little bit about the sous vide. Fantastic tool to have in your kitchen. I love working with that thing. We grilled up some beautiful potatoes, a little herb butter, a little bit of garlic, grilled them up. Instead of just a regular baked potato, I just wanted to do a little spin on something, show you something else to do. You already got the grill going. Throw those potatoes on there. Then we did a beautiful blue cheese wedge salad, tomatoes, red onions, a little bacon, some cheese, blue cheese dressing. Oh, it's fantastic. Try these recipes. I guarantee you'll love them. We loved them in here. Smelling here is still amazing. Check it out. While I got you, I want to just thank my friends, TheLongHairs.us. Check those guys out. Great hair bands, great hair products. Want to give a shout out to Milestone Advisory Partners of Southern Pines. You people are great. I love you. Thanks for all the support. Folks, thanks for visiting us here, checking us out in the kitchen. We'll be back. We're going to be doing some great things again. You're grilling with Chef Clay.
Milestone Advisory Partners. Personalized financial planning customized to your lifestyle. Milestone Advisory Partners, bringing success to your life's journey. Visit our website, milestoneadvisorypartners.com. Milestone Advisory Partners,